yesterday they had a viewing of Mr. Ford's body at City Hall. It was very nice, and very kind of the city and Torontonians to pay him that respect. He was. I'm just going to glide on this. I'm just going to be on the surface. He was an embattled mayor. His powers were taken off him. There was a huge anti-Ford sentiment against him, and so it was very nice that the city did that for this gentleman, right?
I've got to say, I've been.
What was weird for me? What was really weird for me was his brother.
Yeah.
Taking selfies with a big smile. That was weird for me because I'm Sicilian, and funerals, or when somebody dies, is like screaming and yelling and sadness and darkness and a very surreal. Do you follow what I'm saying to you? So that was a little weird for me.
I'm very impressed with how this has been covered and how it's been handled in Toronto, because you're right, when he was in power, he was a bit of a comedic figure. He was the butt of a lot of...
I wouldn't say a bit, buddy. I mean,
you know what I mean.
You're being very...
I'm being nice.
I wouldn't say he was a bit of comedic figure.
Oh.
He was in the paper every fucking day.
You're right.
And
you're right.
Not in a positive way. He was what Donald Trump is to the Republican Party. He was to City Hall in Toronto. I don't think any mayor in the history of Toronto, in the history of Canada, ever got that much exposure.
But that being said, everyone has talked about him with nothing but positivity and.
Listen, I didn't mind him. We all have our demons. I was not trying to say that. What I was trying to say was I was very impressed that the city respected him, right?
Yeah.
And if there is an afterlife, his soul must have been smiling, right? What I'm trying to say that what was a little disconcerting to me, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, was the selfies his brothers was taking with his brother's body there.
Yeah.
I felt it a little weird.
No, I know what you're saying. I just
I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I just
you know what? It's a celebration of life, right? And I really overall
celebrating a celebration of the person who just passed away by taking selfies. I don't know.
No, I know. I get it. It's different. It's definitely different.
If you remember Cooper, Anderson Cooper from CNN got in a fight with somebody who worked for the Toronto Sun in Ottawa after that shooting at Ottawa's Capitol. And because the guy wanted to take a selfie with him, he said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to. He didn't say "fuck you," but he said, "I'm not." That's disrespectful, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you my observation. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, I don't have any problems with his brother, and actually, I agree with you implicitly. It was very nice that the city was very kind in what they did yesterday for him.
Absolutely, I've been really impressed with how it's been.
Yeah, and the
Tory though, really, isn't it?
Some smaller rag magazines beat on him and said some really unkind things, but all the major newspapers were very benign.
Yeah,
going after him, which is the right thing to do.
Absolutely, you got lots to go after, Frank, and the fact that they haven't is shown some class. Just move on. He did a good job, and he found himself in trouble. And as you said,
well, everybody has their demons. I mean, I will never criticize Rob Ford for having demons. We all have our demons, but if anybody says that he was not, he didn't have his problems with his political job, is full of shit.